Aqua gang, gang, gang. What it do, you guys? It's your girl, Empress 777 here today with a general message from my beautiful Aquarian soul family. My Aqua gang in this thing. I hope you guys are doing super fantastic. I most certainly am. Holy angels and spirit guides, please give us exactly what it is that we need to know in regards to my Aqua gang in this thing. Sun, rising, Venus signs. The messages are general. Take what resonates, leave the rest. Don't force anything to fit. We have Scorpio and Capricorn on the table thus far. This person is fearful of your silence, okay? That's what I'm feeling. Either you've gone radio silent, or there appears to be something that's not being spoken. They feel like you're holding back. Okay, there's fear in what you might do, or what you might say, or where you might go. Work through your fears. New moon in Scorpio. Both of these are new moons, by the way. New moon in Capricorn reads, your hard work is paying off. Please take a moment and like the video, you guys, okay? Shoot me a comment down below. Little hey girl, hey, whatever you want to say about the reading or whatever you want to add. Please feel free to do that down below in the comments. And if you haven't already made it official, we would love to have you join the gang. You can do that by clicking the subscribe button. And don't forget to hit the notification bell, because that's how you're going to be notified when I upload, okay? So a new moon in Scorpio. Scorpio is the death card, you guys, okay? Ooh. Okay, so they feel like they're being left behind. This is somebody who could have possibly tried to talk you out of your dreams. Our union will happen this lifetime. That sounds like more trying to convince themselves rather than an actual belief of theirs. You're either, this person feels inferior to you and where you're going. Your hard work is paying off, and it's making somebody very fearful about where that might leave them. They're jealous about your trajectory. They're also possibly jealous about some of the work you've done spiritually, right? This is about where you're going, both physically, mentally, emotionally, and physically. I almost feel like this person brought a lot of toxicity to this relationship by way of past trauma. I also feel like there was a trauma bond here as well. So they're saying that the jealousy is stemming from the fact that you were able to work through those shadows, okay? There's something about releasing. New moons come on the cusp of a full moon, right? Full moons are about releasing, purging, transformations, transitioning, renewal, right? I don't know if you've purged this person just yet, but there's a fear that they're getting ready to be left behind. And they always felt this way. It's almost like Spirit is giving you an explanation as to why this person was making it so hard, in this connection. Our union will happen this lifetime. I feel like you really tried to make this work. It felt like trying to fit a square into a circle. You would have given anything to this person. You would have given anything to this person. Their trauma, okay, this is suppressed trauma. They don't even realize that they're like this. They don't even realize that they're doing this. It does make it so that they are in a position of being jealous of a lot of people, number one. But number two, you would have given anything to this person, but that wasn't good enough. It's not good enough for the other person in their eyes to have more, to be on higher grounding. These are their views, right? You don't have to think that way, but this is how this person sees it. It's not enough for you to then want to share the table that you've created. They want the table. They want to be the one rationing it out. They want to be the one holding the purse strings. You see, they want to be the one that is in control of who gets what and who goes where. Like, there's an extreme control issue here, a power trip. So I feel like this person put you through a lot of unnecessary bullshit for that purpose. Okay, you have gifts. You have gifts. There are multiple reasons for this jealousy. And I feel like you still try to make it work. It could be the sole fact that now that you are actually showing, is showing proof that you have elevated, that you've grown, that you are glowing up, that you are, that you're receiving some manifestations here, that you're no longer holding on to baggage, right? The trauma bond has now broken. It is broken. Okay, you cut it. There's no longer a connection there. So you might not feel a connection to this person at some point in time. That doesn't mean that you don't care about them. You do, but that's not enough is what they're saying. This could also be why you may have felt like your hand was forced to just walk away from this, to just work on yourself. And it was very hard work. It's getting ready to pay off, but I do feel like this person is still lingering. They want control over you, or they want you back in this space of wanting this so bad. See, we have I love you in the reverse. It's not that you don't love this person, but you don't love them more than you love yourself. Like, fuck out of here with that. Here's what I will say. They never wanted to lose you, but they did everything to do just that. Yep, can't make it up, right? And now we have the new moons. So this release has already occurred, you guys. Even if it hasn't physically happened yet, it will, right? Like, this is an inevitable separation. This person's demons that they're battling with, they're trying to make it your problem. And they have tried to make it your problem. That's why it was so hard to bring this shit together. You did everything that you could. There is nothing else that you can do. There's nothing else that you could have done. Right? Because I do get some of you possibly beating yourself up, trying to like understand why they are the way that they are. They just are. See, you've healed enough now. It's like, here's the thing. They are saying to unblock them, right? This person does still want access, but the level to which you have healed and the level to which you will be healing, because for some of you, you're still on this path, right? You could still be in that full moon energy of understanding who needs to be hired, who needs to be fired, who needs to be promoted, who needs to be demoted. You're taking control. You are taking lead. You're no longer letting. And it's not that you, here's the thing. This is what they're saying. You're not letting these emotions control this shit anymore. You are in control. Okay. And this person feels like when your emotions were possibly controlling you, that they mistook that for them being in control of you. So where are they emotionally right now? Ooh, see, this is like the worst time that this could happen, this release. They're angry. Yeah, it's almost like, how dare you heal without me? Or did I give you permission to heal? This is a very deeply embedded trauma bond. And the more years you were dealing with this person, and if you've had children with this person, like, this energy is amplified times a billion, right? Like, this inability to release you. They may become very annoying and a nuisance to you, you guys, okay? Yeah. So we have undecided. This person likes to hold the power to do that, y'all. And I feel like they could be going back to think about a time where you were really fighting for this, and it might haunt them, right? Because that time is up. You're not fighting for this anymore. You're not fighting for them anymore. You're not fighting to be understood. They want to fight. Not a physical fight, not even a verbal fight. They want this relationship to matter more than where you think you're going or what you think you're doing. They almost feel like maybe you feel like you're better than them. This is going to haunt them for a long time because they had the opportunity to take you up on your offer, but I feel like divine intervention happened. If this person took you up on your offer, then this soul tie, this trauma bond would have, I'm hearing, lasted potentially for the remainder of this lifetime. Okay? So you have broken this cycle unexpectedly, and it is because of their own decision. It's like they're the reason why you have healed to this level. You were forced to do this. They weren't choosing the relationship. So we have helpless and clueless. They do feel dumb. Dumb as a pile of bricks. A big dummy. I feel trapped by my own circumstances. There's nothing I can do. Nope. And it's like when they did have some level of control, I feel like they milked it. And I feel like they threw it in your face. And I feel like this person wanted to humble you. Okay, they wanted to make you feel like you needed to like grovel and beg them for things. Beg them just for time or for energy or for resources, for reciprocation. Like they wanted you begging. So a part of me feels like this person has always thought that maybe you were on higher grounding than them. And this is why they would do the things that they did in this relationship, you guys, okay? Divine intervention did not allow for this person to see their own blessing, which it sounds crazy for me to call it a blessing, but it would have felt like that to them if they would have been able to step out of their own fucking way. But they wanted to work so hard to act like they were on the fence about you. And it's almost like they never thought that you would be in a position to like be on your own or to be without them. See, we'll let them go. This is somebody who thought that you would hold on to this idea of commitment with them specifically. For the remainder of this lifetime, they would have been just fine doing that. This person brought a lot of bullshit to your table. I'm not going to lie, okay? There was an unwavering loyalty that you had for them that they thought would be unchanged, right? Like they felt like they just had it like that. So this was not on their radar, like at all. I almost get that this person also could have understood to a certain level that you would have been choosing them because of the heaviness of your own toxic past, right? Or your own unhealed wounds, your own unhealed traumas, right? Like this is definitely giving trauma bond and feeling like this is the only person that gets you. Or I'm the only person who can love you like this. Or we're the only people who get each other like this. Even when things get tough, even when they place all of this shit on your back, even when they bring the drama, even when they create fights, even when they try to humble you and belittle you and, you know, shut you down, that type of shit. You still came back, or you still come back, or you still let them come back. So letting go was not on their radar at all. Like you healing from this is definitely going to be something that they obsess over, you guys, okay? It is. And it is the death to this egoistic cycle for this person. They don't feel good about themselves. They don't even like themselves. But the idea of having somebody like you on a string, these are their words, y'all, not mine, was enough to suffice and allow them to get through the day to day. It's actually quite sad when you think about it. So this is going to be a major tower for this person. You releasing this. Oh, they're giving me the image of tug of war. So I feel like the both of you were fighting for this at one point. This person at least pretended like they were fighting for this. It was an ego trip. And I feel like, you know how when you're playing tug of war, if one person lets go, the other person falls? That's what they did. And they did it numerous times. They let you fall. They did. And you may have allowed this person back in because of this unhealed trauma that you had, okay? And the trauma bond in and of itself. I also get this image of chasing like the highs of the relationship and honestly taking this person back because not only were they making excuses, but you may have been making excuses for this person as well. Any attempts to like rebound and date other people or focus on yourself felt forced. Yep. It felt like lackluster. It wasn't given the fire and the extreme highs and lows that this addictive cycle gives. So you may have found yourself, right? Like no judgment, right back in the bullshit. So I almost get this person expecting you to make excuses for them, but you're not doing that, or you haven't done that, or you won't, right? Like this is the end. Ooh, I'm hearing Boys to Men, end of the road. You belong to me. I belong to you. That's that trauma bond bullshit, right? That there's only me for you and there's only you for me. No matter how I treat you, no matter what I do, no matter what we go through, right? Like to this person, that's love. And maybe for you, it was love as well until you started to see the patterns, maybe of how you were raised or how you were loved as a child led you to accept this, right? So now you're breaking that. There's no proof that this is actual love, right? You're searching for the real thing. You're not desperate for a commitment or for them anymore, right? Like, so you have also, okay, so I'm hearing like, I had to check into rehab. Baby, you're my disease. That is Rihanna. You learned that damn thing. As painful as it was, you learned this. Lessons and healing. That is what's creating this disconnect. Look at that. Okay. So this is a spiritual divorce, you guys. For some of you, this could be an actual divorce, right? Like, I'm hearing multiple things. You could have actually been married to this person, right? On paper, share the same last name and are separated or currently going through a divorce. That's not for all of you, okay? It is symbolic of a spiritual ending, right? A severing. Look at that. A split in energy. A disconnect. One person always gets more cake. They always hurt more than the other. One slice is always bigger. The heart don't break even. With it having multiple cycles, you were left the shit end of the stick before, right? You were left the pain, the heartbreak, the turmoil, the most of it in past cycles. And now it's this person's turn to be confused, misunderstood, to not understand. This is an ego death. This is a death to them. Okay. Yep. Look, we have trust your intuition. I feel like your intuition is what's allowing you to truly move forward this time, you guys. It's been very difficult. It has. So a spiritual divorce. They're very stubborn, this one. They're not going to fight for it. They are angry. They're fucking pissed. You holding on to your old trauma is the only thing that was keeping this connected, is what they're saying, you guys, okay? So this is all divinely guided. They definitely are kicking themselves, okay? As they go back and start thinking about how everything went down, and they start recognizing the opportunities that they did have to actually lock this in. Does that mean that they're not going to continue to try? Of course not. This is now an obsessive. This person is obsessed, okay? I can't move on no matter how hard I try. All right? This is the position in which they are in. This is the position in which they have left you multiple times. But you have ended the cycle on your end, and they're holding. Damn, they're holding all of it. I heard the cake don't always cut even, but no, I hear that this time this person is holding all of it. You've already healed. You've already learned your lesson. You've already been through this shit multiple times with this person. I have no more tears to cry. I gave them all away to you. I have no more fucks to give. I gave them all away to you, bitch. That's it. Done. And this arrogant asshole is not able to really see that until it's too late. Yeah, they're going to continue to try. They are. Because what other choice do they have? This is suffrage for the remainder of this lifetime, you guys. They fucked you over royally, okay? Spirit is not going to allow this person to get away with this. This is not just an easy, okay, well, fine, I'll let Aquarius go on their way, and then I'll just go find me another thing. No. Dead end after 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 dead end. There's no rest for the heartbroken. I just heard that phrase. I've never used that before. So maybe you do, or they do, or somebody is telling them that. They're not getting any sleep. Okay? It's like they're fully focused on what's going to happen to them, because they have attempted to just replace you. Just replace the energy with something else, right? That's that arrogance showing up once again, making them believe that there's still some level of control that they have. I feel like it's a booby trap. This don't lose hope card, an undecided card where it's giving this person hope that they still have a choice in this. This drama card going to the side now. Like, this is a booby trap from the divine. They're going to fall right into it. I feel that, y'all. I do. They are so stuck up their own ass. It's crazy. They didn't see the opportunity to lock you in, and they don't see this either. Okay, look at that. I feel like they are just so stuck up their own ass. They are going to go for it. They are, and they're arrogant about it. They're cocky with it. They think that they're going to be successful. They feel like they're being calculated when they're really being very foolish. I do advise that you be careful. I see all of the cards leaning in your favor, right? And beautiful new beginnings coming in, right? That doesn't mean that the cycles of the past, because this is about reoccurring reconnections. This is about reconciliation. This is that past energy showing up once again, right? out of discontent, out of disdain. They're going to try to hide the disdain that they have for you. They are. It's a hater, okay? They've been hating though. They just never thought that you would elevate this far, okay? This is about spiritual healing and growth, which then is a domino effect to actual tangible success, right? I feel like the fruits of your labor are now being bared, are now harvested. You can now harvest them. This person was a dead weight, you guys, okay? So whereas you were in the position of not being able to move before you can because you've let them to have their own issues. I'm not saying that you was trying to be Captain Save a Hoe, but I am hearing the song, Don't Save Her. She don't want to be saved, don't save him. Yeah, like you cannot save people. People have to save themselves, because let me tell you something. This person is a page. They definitely was not in the business of trying to learn something from you. No. They were in the business of trying to steal. Hello? That's how I see that. Which is why the judgment is coming down on them. I feel like they are going to fall into this booby trap. Let's hop over to the extended, okay? We're going to get the details in terms of what all that actually entails. I first want to see where this person believes things are heading. That's going to allow us to get into their head. Let's see if this person has transformed, okay? Because that could certainly be the case. We have the judgment here. Let's see if there's been some kind of transformation prior to the awakening, if there have been changes, okay? Just in case I have not been able to see that here just yet. We will look. I'm not hopeful, but we will look, okay? I need to know what karma the divine has set up for this person. That's that booby trap. I would like the details in terms of what actually they're setting themselves up for. There's a protective barrier around you, but I still would like to know what this person's next steps are going to be so you can be fully prepared and informed. I also want to know what their intentions are behind those next steps. And if you should decide, right, no judgment, to indulge in this again, then what would you be setting yourself up for? Would it actually be different this time, or is it the same old bullshit, right? Same shit, different day. Yeah. What does it look like 10 years from now if you decided to reinvest in this? What would the return on your investment be? I also would like to know what shadows you needed to address specifically, which I feel you all have already done because they have listed that in this reading. But we'll get some details in terms of any blockages that could be the last little caveat to get you over into the next cycle, okay? And fully releasing all things of the past. Whether you decide to re-engage this or not, you still want to fully understand your lessons and integrate them. Okay, and this actually looks like a figure walking through that new portal. Okay, new calmer waters. We will look to see what the new has to offer. We'll get the details about this new person, and if it's worth your time, we'll also get the outcome in regards to the new person. I also want to pull a few cards in terms of your finances, because I do see those having an uptick as well. So we're going to get you some details in terms of how you can partner with spirit to bring in that windfall quicker, and so that you can also be aware of whatever pitfalls, obstacles, or details they're needing you to focus on in order to keep delays at bay. Okay, we'll pull time frames on both old and new, and we will also pull advice. So without further ado, we have a lot to unpack. Please like the video, subscribe. I'm going to put the link for the extended reading down below in the description box. I'm going to see y'all over there. Let's go.